Hello everyone, welcome to the next Rise Talk Show, and today I have an amazing person to join us, and her name is Dr. Karthika Kalimuthu, but she's well known as the Happy Doctor. Today I'm going to bring to you somebody so fun, bubbly and amazing, and let's welcome her together. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on such short notice, short notice.
Yeah, and it's amazing that you said yes immediately.
Yes.
Yeah, so
gratitude to you, to the whole team, and thank you to universe for making this happen.
Thank you so much, Doctor.
Yeah.
Now, the first question.
Yes.
Let's tell everyone, who is the Happy Doctor?
The Happy Doctor is basically a person who knows how it feels to not be happy.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Well, I've got, like everybody,
Okay.
I've got my personal challenges, grief, separation,
Okay.
mental health challenges, all of this. That made me realize that's not a place that I want to be.
Right.
I really don't want to be there. I want to be in a place where happiness is a norm.
Yeah.
Happiness is a way of life. Happiness is just possible for everyone.
Right.
So because of that, I chose to identify myself as a happy doctor.
Okay. So before we get to where you are today,
Okay.
shall we talk a little bit about where you started?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe from your childhood, your teenhood, your married life,
Yeah.
anything that you want to feel free to talk about. Go ahead.
Okay, I
Let's-
think I'll start from my childhood. Okay.
Okay.
Mental health has been something which is very crucial, a part of me growing up.
Okay.
People in my family, my mother, in fact,
Okay.
suffered from mental health challenges. Did not seek the right treatment,
Okay.
and I saw her wither away, literally, through her life.
And what was it? What was the illness that she had, if you don't mind?
See, she was never properly diagnosed.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Okay.
Okay, and from here and there and everywhere I hear say, and from my medical perspective, I believe she could have been bipolar.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
bipolar disorder was something that was there in my family, and she did not take the right medication at the right time, and that caused her entire trajectory of her life to change. So that I saw.
And you witnessed it.
I witnessed it as a child, and I said, oh gosh, this is very painful. This should not happen to anybody, and everybody should and must get medicated. If there is BP,
Yeah.
sugar இருந்தா நம்ம இன்சுலின் குத்திக்கிறோம்,
Of course.
BP இருந்தா நம்ம டேப்லெட் போட்டுக்கிறோம், amlodipine. Why not for mental health? I mean, it is available. Why the stigma?
Why the stigma, doctor? Till today it exists, isn't it? Till today it's
It is there. I know
Right.
we can't say no. The stigma is there, but really, தேவையில்லையே.
yes, isn't
தேவையில்லையே.
it?
Time to break free and just say, you know what, this is what it is. Let's get it treated.
So, doctor, coming back to your mom, when you saw all this, you witnessed this, how did she live her life? Was she happy? Was it fulfilling for her?
She was a character. Now let's talk a little bit about bipolar
Yes,
disorder.
yes.
Okay, bipolar disorder means polarity.
Yeah.
Two polars, bipolar, two
Yeah.
polars, right? So there is very high and very low.
Yeah.
So my mom was a very big character. She was a beautiful woman. She was so full rounded in life. Okay, and she's always wherever she goes, she captures the attention.
Okay.
Okay, so that was her personality, and because she had that bipolarity, that manic seemed like it was her personality. But when she was depressed, it was days and days and days of being on the bed, immobile, not eating sometimes, just withering away, self-medicating, going to sleep, all that.
Okay.
So, and when I told myself that I'm never going to do that, I will never do that, and I will never want anyone to go through that.
Okay.
So that's the thing lah, basically. Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, for opening up. I
Yeah.
mean, this is not easy, but whatever you're sharing here is actually educating someone out
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. I mean, when you see signs of people suffering with mental health challenges, I think society these days have changed a lot. Get treated lah. if not treated also, there are many other healing modalities.
Of course.
There are things like EFT, there are things like Reiki, there are things like yoga, there are things like meditation, there are things like running, there's things like dancing. All of this actually helps you to become happier.
Right.
So let's talk about that like little bit.
Yeah. So your life after that?
After that, I think I want to give a big tribute to my husband.
Okay.
Very important and an instrumental person in my life.
Okay.
I love him dearly, and I'm so grateful to have him in my life. So to dial back on the story, it was like a Varnam Iram story. He came looking for me.
Okay.
He was my mom's chat friend. And he said that he wanted to marry me to my mom, and he came all the way from Chennai to KL to my house. Even before meeting, we didn't meet each other that time, you know. So, and he said, I want to marry your daughter to my father. So my father said yes, and we got married immediately the next month. Next month I had a child, and everything else is a history. Now the reason why I want to talk about my husband, I think it's a very good message for a lot of women out there, is because I didn't have a beautiful marriage all through the whole time.
Okay, what happened?
We had a period of great separation.
Okay.
I had to literally take myself out of my situation, whatever I was going through in Chennai.
Okay.
And I came back, and we were separated for almost 2 years.
Alone? You came back alone?
I came back alone. I left my child there. I had to just save myself. I said, if I don't do this, I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself. In fact, there was a time where I took a bunch of pills and swallowed it in front of my son.
You did that?
He saw that, you know, and he was like, what are you doing, Amma? He was a child. He was 2-3 years old, you know. He came and hugged me, and then I was like, shit, I snapped out of it.
Because you did not think at
yes,
the time.
because, right? When you're sad, you don't know how your mind wires, right? So I took myself back, and 2 years I did things by myself because I didn't have support from my family as well. My mother and father didn't support that I was going through a separation. They said, go back to your husband. So I roughed it out. But I'm so happy and grateful again today. You know, I'm saying this with a lot of hope, with a lot of joy, with a lot of contentment that, you know what, rekindle your love with your partner regardless of how bad it gets.
How did you do that?
Well, all credits to him. All credit to him.
So what did he do?
He came from India again to Malaysia. He apologized. He said, I'm very sorry. It took me so long to realize so many things. Let's go back. Let's build a family together. I've bought you a BMW.
BMW? Okay. What did you say? Yes or no to the BMW?
I said no, of course not. You think what? I'm going to be bought by a BMW? Please go back. I said go back. Then there was a time I went to India to see my son for graduation. So at that point, when I was just about to leave, flights are all booked. He's supposed to send me to the airport, you know. And my son Ashikar comes and hugs me and said, "Amma, povadinga." So that was that, you know, that turning point. I said, we sat together. I said, we are adults today. We are no more children. We got married as a child, but we are no more children anymore. Let us. We all went through personal challenges. Let's see how we can build this marriage from zero again. That means we start falling in love with each other again. But let me tell you, falling in love didn't happen so easily.
Yeah, of course.
First, let's become friends. Let us become housemates. Then probably roommates. And I went through all that state.
Thank you for being honest. Many people don't talk about this, but it's important, isn't it? Okay.
So first we were housemates, then roommates, then different beds, you know. And then finally, along the process, you fall in love because you see that this person is just நீரும் அழகா இருக்க. It's like யார்லா என்ன இவ்ளோ அழகுன்னு சொல்றாங்க. Every day, you know, you're so beautiful. I say, why this person? What is his ulterior motive? Why he keep what is his ulterior motive? என்கிட்ட என்ன இருக்குன்னு என்ன அழகுன்னு சொல்றாரு? You know, that's my question. But he has been saying that from the time I know him. So I think I'm the most blessed beautiful woman in the world. So
Of course.
so be it. Happiness is the game, right?
Okay, yeah. I mean, like, you see, like, most people, when they talk about happiness, and you are like in this field, right? Yeah, before we go deeper, you were a chief happiness officer.
Yes, correct.
Okay, that's very interesting. I think the world needs to know.
Yes.
What did this chief happiness officer do and where?
Okay, so when I was in Chennai, I was
Okay.
organizing a lot of this vision board parties.
Okay.
Vision board party is something that I would like to talk about.
Yeah, sure.
So when I was doing this, a lot of people saw what I was doing, but that was not exactly the reason. Sorry, I'm retracking. The reason why I started becoming the chief happiness officer is because my mom passed away during COVID.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so I was going through terrible grief, and then I went on to do a 200-hour yoga training.
Okay.
Okay, so I didn't go to teach people. I just wanted to immerse myself in the practice and understand what is the purpose of my life, because my mom died at 56 years old.
That's very
Such a beautiful lady, not a life well lived, you know. So I was such a pity, you know. So I was thinking what I want in life, and the only thing that kept coming back over and over and over again was this word Satchit Ananda.
Satchit Ananda.
That
Okay.
means bliss in the now.
Okay, bliss in the now.
Yes.
All right.
Right? Happy now.
Now.
So I got an interview. This person, one of my very good friends, she works with Apollo, okay, and she said, "Hey, Karthika," her name is Vijay Meenakshi. I want to mention her. You know, she said, "Look, there is this opportunity to become administrator of a hospital.
Okay.
How doctors can become leaders of hospital. Why don't you go for it?" She's the one who told me. So
Okay.
I emailed him. He called me. I met him, and immediately he asked me, "What is your story?" You know, like you.
Okay.
He asked me, "What is your story?" So I said, "What do you want?" In fact, he said, "You know, what do you want?" When he said, "What do you want?" I said, "I want to be happy, doctor. I just want to be happy." He was like, "Happy? Happiness kalam vela illa." You know, I would give jobs for happiness, right? So then he said, "No, doctor, there is a lot of scope for happiness in healthcare, especially during COVID. Everybody is burnt out. Employee happiness is a big game changer, and then patient happiness is another thing. Stakeholder happiness is another thing. Bosses has to be happy. Profit margin needs to increase. Lot of aspects to it. Lot of way that we
Right.
can position it. So can we do this together?" I asked him. He said yes. Rest is history. I gave a satellite hospital in Ananagar, Be Well group of hospitals, and from there went on experimenting, creating SOPs, and going towards all the other 17 hospitals.
Awesome.
And that was the story of me being a chief happiness officer. So that was the branding lah, basically.
That was the branding. I guess it kind of started from there, right?
Yes, correct, correct.
Your motivation towards this
Yes.
whole Dr. Happy thing.
Yes, and then when I came back recently, I was called by the local radio station.
Right.
Udaya, he told me that Dr. Happy, nalla irukku, appadina. It's got a nice ring to it, you know. So after a long hiatus, I came back. And I thought, okay, you know what? I have also been in the podcast space. I've done about 73 podcasts, you know, in
Okay.
India. So I thought, okay, maybe I should get back into creating experiences, curating podcasts, and how do I do this? So that's when I saw your show.
Right.
That's when I wrote to you and I said, "Can I be a guest on your show?"
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if people do that. I don't know, but I said I was very upfront with you, and I
Yeah,
said,
you were.
"This is the way I want to learn from you.
Right.
I want to be very humble and say, look, I want to do this, but I do not know how. Can you please point me in the direction where how you can probably, you know, show me how it can be done?"
Right.
So that was my intention of reaching out to you.
That's amazing.
And today we are sitting here.
Oh, yeah, we are. Wow,
And-
this is great.
And we're sitting here for a long time. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
yeah.
enjoying each other's company.
Yes, even before the recording, we had
Yes,
such a
it's a
great
good time.
ice-breaking session, and
Gave me a nice dinner. All. Thank you very much. You know, thank you.
definitely, sis.
Yes.
And okay, next, let's go to your life after like venturing into this, right? And you're doing this work, being a happy doctor, and all that. Now, maybe you can tell us what is the meaning, what is the definition of happy?
Okay. Let me put back the question back to you, lah.
Sure.
What is happiness to you? You know?
Okay, happiness to me I mean, it varies according to time,
Correct.
of course, because every day something happens, right?
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, I want to sleep knowing that I made something happen, even if I'm fighting with someone and trying to make it up with a person, showing my love in ways I know how to do, you know, and also to make little differences in people's lives. I think these are the things that actually make me smile. And when somebody comes to me and say, hey, thank you so much for today, I think that makes me smile. That's
You have
how I feel.
the person who does data, who's scientific, who's intelligent, who's told you what is happiness. Probably she would have answered even better than me. But I think that's what makes it beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Happiness is different for everyone.
Exactly, isn't it?
It is in habits and in actions and the experience, and it's how you feel at the moment to moment. So
Right.
I think that is happiness.
That is
Vinu.
happiness.
Yeah.
That is amazing. But now, Doctor, I just wanted to circle back a little bit. Because I just want to talk about some realities that I come across
Okay.
when I'm doing the work I do, like meeting people, mental health sessions and all that, right? So a lot of people, a lot of institutions have collapsed because of, they perceive something as happy, but it's not happiness.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, for example, they have lots of wealth and everything is there, whatever they want, they desire, they have it. And then at that particular time, that family is all good, like everyone is happy, smiling, and suddenly something happens. Okay, for example, COVID happened. And COVID wasn't only about the illness, right? It wasn't only about the virus, but it was also lots of households and homes, falling down and breaking into pieces. But that was mainly because a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people lost their money, business. And then these homes started to collapse.
Correct.
Because money was no longer there.
Yeah.
And then happiness just vanished.
How lah?
How, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that is why I'm thinking.
You see, money is important, okay? There's a study from Yale, okay, basically. This is a little old study, okay?
Right.
2015. It says that, this is in US dollars, okay, because the study is from there, right? They're saying that unless and until you're really poor and you can't afford anything, money definitely gives you happiness. Because first, the Maslow's hierarchy.
Right.
You need your basic things covered. Actualization la appuram dhaan varum.
Right.
So first you need that. Adukku mela dhaan you can find for other layers of happiness. So, but what they are saying is there's a cutoff point. Apparently 75,000 USD if you have per year annum. Adukku mela neenga evlo dhaan earn pannalum unga happiness vandu great increase agadha. Your happiness doesn't really increase greatly beyond that.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, recent study 2025, they're saying that they've increased the number from 75
Two?
to 100,000.
Okay.
Sometimes 250,000 kuda solranga.
Okay.
So money does make you happy.
Okay. So it kind of
increased already. So
Right.
the study itself was like, innala idu ipdi solranga appo ipdi solranga, So for a moment they were thinking, oh, money does bring happiness. From 75 it's gone to 250, Then they're saying after 250 it doesn't make you happy anymore. So the threshold தான் increase ஆகிருக்கு தவிர அதுக்கப்புறம் millionaire ஆகிறதும் trillionaire ஆகிறதும் billionaire ஆகிறதும் the happiness is about the same.
Okay.
Same with the body, achieving 6 packs.
Right.
Same with everything else lah, your looks, aging, எல்லாமே is very superficial.
Right.
Happiness is in meaning. So I think that's where we need to take the message.
Isn't it? So I've also seen people, all right, okay, like we can talk about married people or people who are in a relationship for a long time, or even relationship between their kids, right?
Okay.
So like for example, I have lots of children coming and telling me that I only get to be happy if my parents are happy with my results. If my parents,
And that's again, why must it be measurable?
Exactly, isn't it? Because the kids tell me that if I don't do this, if let's say from A I get B, the whole house becomes upside down. I get caned, I get whacked, and all these things.
That's
But
so
if I get A,
you're celebrated.
I'll get everything. Is like it's like the happiness of the whole house. But for me, when somebody comes and tell me this, I just feel, how fake is this? I mean, how are you making happiness so fake?
What if that child was a fish and not a bird? You can't expect it to fly, isn't it? A goldfish to fly and call it, oh, you can't fly. If the child was supposed to thrive in art, let the child thrive in art. No.
That's the thing, isn't it? People don't want to come to that sense, isn't it? How do we make this happen, Doctor? how do we instill this?
I think it starts from a personal level.
Okay.
Parents today, they have to educate themselves.
Isn't
They have
it?
to speak to people like you who have data, who have case studies, who
Right.
have experience, and learn from people like you. Get the knowledge, saying that how can I deal with difficult situations at home. We were
Right.
talking about children cutting themselves earlier.
Yes, self-harming. and-
Self-harming, you
very
know,
normal.
and parents sometimes are so blind that they don't even know that, right?
Yeah,
So I think like I want to put this question back to you, like if you saw someone, if I know somebody who's a parent to a child who's self-harming,
Yeah.
what can I say to them? I don't know, I don't have the answers. So what would you say?
Yeah, definitely. In these kind of situations, a lot of people do the same thing that most of them do. When they know someone is self-harming, the first thing that they say, hey, how can you be so stupid to do this to yourself? But that is not what the child or the person who's self-harming wants to hear. What they want to hear is, what's happening in you? What is going on? Why are you doing this? So that is how we are supposed to approach people. Right? But that's not how it is now. There's no empathy, there's no passion, there's no compassion.
But do you think
So where is happiness?
can we directly channel them to a person like you, or do you think it will be stigmatized? What do you think?
That's the thing. When I do a lot of programs, a lot of parents, they don't want to come to that acceptance until I actually open up about a lot of things, and then they start to come to some sort of like a realization that, oh, they need to change their ways and all that. But at the end of the day, the whole household is unhappy, and it all starts from home, isn't it?
Yes, that's why
Yeah.
it's very important for parents to be in love. I think that's
Yes.
another message, key
Please.
message.
Yes.
Parents should be in love. They should demonstrate their love openly. It's okay for parents to sit and hold hands, hug each other, kiss each other. Because they don't have to go out there in the world and say, ஐயோ எங்க அம்மா அப்பா அதெல்லாம் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. ஏன்?
Why?
அம்மா அப்பா தானே பண்ணணும் இது.
Exactly.
Let them do. No, it's okay. So
It's true.
I think it should start from that kind of space.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And so I think there's a lot of things that we, like in your field, like you being in this field, trying to spread the reality about happiness, right? So how about, okay, like for example, like I have seen a lot of domestic violence
Yes.
cases, right? And the first thing that a person comes to tell me, it can be a guy, it can be a girl.
Yeah.
I've met both
Spectrums,
genders
yeah.
in the domestic situation, and then they come and tell me that everything was great, lovey-dovey, and I was so happy, everything was given to me. But the thing is, there were a lot of red flags inside, but for them it was happiness. So when it got worse, then it became really bad. So you see, like these are also things that we want to think about, right? I mean, what is the real meaning of happiness then? A lot of people give up on relationships. They don't want to be in love anymore because they feel happiness is not real. Happiness is fake.
I think the only way to achieve things in your life is to be happy.
Yeah.
That's
And how do you do that?
That's a perspective that I have.
Yes.
It could be a biased perspective, but I will take it.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will ask you this question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy for you to say, doctor, but right now I'm struggling. Okay, like
Yeah.
a lot of people come and tell me this, like, how you expect
நீங்க
me
எப்படி
to
எனக்கு
be
happiness
happy?
கொடுப்பீங்க?
How
நீங்க
will-
எனக்கு எப்படி happiness கொடுப்பீங்க?
Correct. And
So-
because I don't have money, right now I have so much mortgages pending, people are chasing me for money, and I have family to, all these things
இந்த
they will say.
பிரச்சனை எனக்கும் தான் இருக்கு.
So how do they find happiness?
எனக்கும் தான் இந்த பிரச்சனை இருக்கு. Really, let me tell you, டாக்டர் ஹாப்பினா எனக்கு பிரச்சனை இல்லைன்னு நினைக்காதீங்க. எனக்கும் நிறைய பிரச்சனை இருக்கு.
Right.
So I also have my set of problems.
Isn't it?
But again, it's a choice. When you wake up in the morning and you're saying, "Ayyo, இன்னைக்கு started la today." You can't go like that. Today is going to be a fantastic day. It's going to be fantabulous. It's going to be freaking awesome.
You
Get
gotta
up.
tell that to yourself.
Affirm to yourself. You wake up on the right side of the bed and say, "Today is going to be my day."
Even if you're at the poorest,
It's okay.
you have no money.
Fake it till you make it.
Okay.
Fake it till you make it, because someday you will get there.
Okay.
Initially, you may have to put on a show. But sometimes, of course, if you're really in a difficult space, please get help.
Isn't it?
Please get help.
Yeah, many don't.
Yeah, therapy is very important. I think a lot of people are talking about getting therapy these days.
Right.
She's a person that you can probably reach out to. You know, she's creating a lot of platforms, opening up spaces, non-judgmental. This show is one such place.
Right.
So get help.
Isn't it? Get help. I think a lot of them don't want to do it, and when they don't do it, they feel happiness is fake, and then they just give up, isn't it?
Yeah.
But how would you tell a person who's broken by a relationship and feels like there's no purpose to live anymore because the relationship failed, you know, becoming like a lot of single parents actually.
Can I tell you what the truth, what I feel?
Please do.
என்ன வேணா நடக்கட்டும் நான் சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன். I literally have someone I know in my life.
Dhanush song, I like that song, you know. Oh my god, that's so graceful actually what you did.
சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன். Let anything happen, let me be happy. Let that be the theme song of your life. I know it's tough, but I think reframing your thoughts is very important.
So you dance, you sing, you do something
Reframe your
playful.
thoughts.
Reframe your thoughts.
Okay, right now, this is the situation I'm going through. I have gone through a breakup.
Okay.
I can choose to be miserable, I can wither away, or I can pick myself up, take a flight, go to Amsterdam for all I care, and live my life happily. Because you know what? My actions, my habits, my whatever that I do is going to determine my happiness. So if I choose to be in a sad place, guess where I'm going to be? In a sad place only.
Yeah.
Now I'm taking some steps consciously, creating an alternate reality for myself.
Okay. Even
I
though
am
it's
now
not real, you're
shape-shifting.
creating it.
Yes,
right?
I'm shape-shifting. That's why they say travel heals you. Go to a space where, you know, energetically you're a different person. It changes your perspective, isn't it? So take yourself out of the situation for a bit. Maybe that's my take to you.
Yeah. I mean, it's very interesting when you hear someone else talking about happiness. You know, it kind of like makes you feel that, okay, happiness can be real, isn't it? Because a lot of, okay, this brings me to the next part. This is going inside my head.
Okay.
Now we are in a social media world, isn't it? We have lots of people who are actually literally addicted to social media.
Yeah,
They say they have to post everything online. They have to do videos about themselves online, even building their businesses and all that, which is good. I mean, building yourself, being an entrepreneur and all that, it's fine.
Yeah.
But again, you see, doctor, there are many people coming on social media and telling everyone else that this is happiness, this is how we are, and they portray their luxury, they portray their, you know, how their houses are and all those things. And then the next moment, you see the same person coming on social media and saying, look, I'm divorced, this is what happened. And that's like within 5-6 months. So something that was so happy once, another 6 months later you are saying this.
So yes,
happy.
good question.
Right.
Really good question.
Yeah.
Because happiness is not a constant state.
Okay.
It is going to go up and it's going to come down. It's going to go up and it's going to come down, and life is going to happen. No way in life you're going to be happy all the time.
Okay.
There are going to be moments of great emptiness. There are going to be moments, and all that is very, very, very substantial and absolutely important for you to feel the happiness. Where is light if there is absence of darkness, right?
So you got to embrace everything.
Embrace it. Just accept it for who you are. But like we were speaking earlier, you know, மின்னையும் நான் அழுவேன், முன்ன 10 நாள் அழுந்தேனா, இப்போ ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் அழுதுட்டு காலையில மேக்கப் போட்டு என்ன வேணா நடக்கட்டும் நான் சந்தோஷமா இருப்பேன். You know, you should just go on.
I mean, it's true. I think if everyone can come to that mindset, even singing and dancing at your lowest,
Laughing,
I think it makes a difference.
Singing, dancing, and telling stories. So something that I truly believe in is called the Laugh, Sing, Dance Story. That's the organization that I'm trying to build.
Okay.
So it comes from the ideology that to be happy, you just need to do these things.
Right.
Laugh, sing, dance, and tell narrative stories. Share about yourself. So when you do all this constantly, continuously, incrementally you do it, your happiness increases.
It does.
Yeah.
So you got to believe in it, isn't it?
Correct.
Right. And then I also noticed when you do all your programs and stuff, you do this vision board thing, right? So what is, I mean, like usually when people talk about vision boards, even children do it in schools, right? Like preschoolers, and I mean, teachers will tell them. But it's like when people like me, not even me, I mean, I understand what vision board is, but a lot of people in general think it's just arts and crafts, something that you want to stick on the board and you forget about it. But what actually is this vision board? How does it bring you to happiness?
See, like you correctly asked, a lot of people also ask me, it's a very wishy-washy thing, you know, the arts and craft, summa cut panni paste panniya enna nadanduruma.
Right.
I will tell you my real life story. From a child, I used to love two things. One vandu Padmashri Datto Dr. Karthika was the name I used to write in my school book.
Oh, okay.
School book, Mukulathihan Skola.
You wrote like
yes.
that? Okay, that's interesting.
So people will be like, konja over tha. But that's like, I've got my entire lifetime. I'm willing to give the work, you know. Doctor nadandhiruchi.
Right.
அப்புறம் நடக்கட்டுமே இன்னும் 10-15 வருஷம் இருக்கு. Let's see.
Right.
So that's my aim. அது மாதிரி ஒன்று. And I used to have long nails last time.
Okay.
எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் nail manicure போகும்போது BMW logo தான் போட்டுருவேன். அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பைத்தியம். BMW-னா பைத்தியம் BMW. எங்க ட்ராப் பண்ணாலும் BMW logo தான். You know, in my vision board all BMW. Happened, right? I didn't spend a single cent, right? Husband bought me.
Oh my God.
Husband bought me a BMW, right?
Yeah.
I manifested it, right? Gave me temporary happiness.
Right.
Because once you achieve it, that no longer becomes your goal. You want greater things, not saying materialistically. Like today, I don't want the same things what I wanted 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Today, I just want my father to be happy and healthy and live a long life as long as he can, you know, go gracefully. That's all I want. So my vision board, if you see, one of the biggest pictures is me and my dad hugging each other. It has changed. So in the process of creative visualization, it works. We have read the book The Secret. We know people like Oprah Winfrey. All of these people attest by the tool, the beautiful tool. It's not magic. It's not magic. It's just a tool for clarity. You want something, you know exactly what is it.
Right.
You take a picture of it, you visualize it, and you keep working on it over and over, and subconsciously also you're re-putting that same data inside.
Right.
Eventually it will become your reality. It will, and that will give you happiness, trust me.
Yeah, because like we managed to tell everyone where you came from. How, because you mentioned it clearly, right?
Yeah.
Because you know how it is, how is life when you don't have it, isn't it?
Correct.
I think everybody needs to actually accept that life can be hard, life can be difficult, but it's how you manifest it, how you believe it's going to happen.
Correct.
Right? So I like doing these vision boards, like you've done for a lot of people, I suppose.
Yeah.
So how are their testimonials, like after they come and see you after a few months?
See,
what do they tell you?
Beautiful about the sessions that I create, they're unique to each different communities, right? It's a very intentional space that I create consciously. Right now I'm doing small groups. I'm trying to keep it within 12 to 14. So I want an intimate setting. I want people to connect on a deeper level,
Right.
and really take them through that guided journey. So it's not just coming and cutting and pasting. No, I have a workbook that, not workbook, sorry, dream book.
Okay.
Where dream book, yeah. So they will be going through guided questions on how they can build their vision board, and they will be doing a lot of activities that, like writing a letter to your future self, stuff like that, that will actually make them feel a little bit enriched compared to the time that they came, you know. They'll be like, a couple of testimonials that I got was, this is something that a lot of people should experience. Children should experience this.
Yes, of course.
Especially, you know, because they sometimes have no direction where they want to go. Do I want to become a graduate, or do I want to do arts, or do I want to dance? So when you see the pattern of pictures as a parent, you can be a witness and say, oh, this is what he wants, this is what she wants, let's push them in that direction, perhaps.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, because I think this is something that people always forget to think about, isn't it? When something is there just for the time being and gives them temporary happiness, they believe that is life. That's how life has to be. But then when it's broken, they feel like life sucks. This is, you know, my life is gone. And a lot of people, sadly, they have ended their lives that way.
It's very sad.
Very sad, isn't it? Because they never got to feel the real happiness, like what you were saying. And many people actually, those who survived, you know, those who managed to survive self-harm and all that.
I think these are the people who becomes the torch bearers, the light carriers, you know, the light workers, they call themselves, right?
Definitely.
So they know that this doesn't feel good, and they don't want to see another person suffer.
Of course.
So you now carry a message, and that becomes your purpose of life.
Definitely.
I want to be happy lah. I want to be peaceful lah.
Yeah.
I want to give back to the community lah. I want to become a human lah. Whatever their drive is. But I think end of the day, that's, if it gives you happiness, asal bahagia lah.
Asal bahagia.
Asal bahagia lah.
Ikut hati.
Ikut hati je lah.
Rasa nak buat benda ni, saya akan gembira buat.
Kalau nak minum,
Jangan fikir banyak.
nak minum Milo ais, minum je.
Kan?
Jangan tak payah fikir ayo hawa. Just drink it.
It's true, isn't it? A lot of people sacrifice because they feel like somebody is telling them to not do it, or somebody is saying, hey, you drink this, you'll put on weight. You drink this, you'll get diabetes. But everyone, for that moment, that is their happiness.
குட்டி gratification இருக்குல்ல.
Yeah.
அது very. And I also must touch on the power of gratitude.
Yes.
Gratitude, I think so many people have talked about it. There's a great gratitude one, forgiveness one.
Oh yeah.
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
I think one of my greatest superpower is the ability to forgive people. Not for the other person, but for myself.
For yourself.
It relieves me from the burden that I have to carry, you know, and again give the other person a clean state to start. I think it's a very beautiful thing.
A lot of people don't do it, isn't it? Because
Can't
of
do
ego
it.
and
Can't do it. Not able to do it because don't know how to do it.
don't know how to do it.
So go to people who does this kind of work lah.
Right.
Go for therapy. There's this thing called Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You know,
Yeah,
it's a Hawaiian prayer.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
That
Oh
I
my
I
God,
was
yeah.
doing that for so long. I think I used to sleep with it for days together. And you know, forgiveness is a superpower.
I guess it is, isn't it? People carry so much of burden just because somebody did something wrong or somebody was wrongful to them or made them hurt, and then they carry it for years. They lose their happiness.
They get illnesses, no? All this is pent up energy which is not
Right.
being flow, the chi is blocked, and then end up getting
Makes
cancer
sense.
or you know, kidney disease, liver failure. All that is accumulated chi, you know, which you don't need chi nutrino.
That's actually true. Amazing, doctor. You know, before we end, I want you to tell the world, right, especially for everyone who believes that happiness is just temporary, happiness is fake, it never exists. You know, what is the point of having something now and I'm happy, and then that something goes, I'm not? Your message for them, to empower them, to let them know about how much it's important to actually feel the true happiness.
Well, you've asked a very beautiful question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctor.
I think my message is simple. I've told you earlier, I'm just going to reinstate it. For me, I believe in 3 or 4 things actually. Just to laugh, sing, dance, tell your story. If you keep doing this on a regular basis, practice it. Happiness is an action, it's a habit. You have to say, I choose to be happy today and I'm going to go for a run. I choose to be happy today and I'm going to dance. I put this music on. In the habit la da happiness irukku, and it is not attainable. Kadave kadayadu. Everyone can attain happiness. They have to put in the effort. I think that's my message.
Definitely. And you know something, doctor, thank you, because you are very honest and you were very upfront about your own challenges.
I must be very grateful to you. Thank you so much for hosting me and, you know, being such a great host. I think I wish you all the best. May this 20th goes to 2000 episodes and beyond.
Thank you
and
so much.
Best wishes to the team. And thank you so very much for having me on the show.
Thank you so much, doctor. Seriously, you made a difference today, because everyone who watches a video somewhere, they'll be watching it with heavy hearts, or they'll just come to a video to get something.
Correct.
You know, to put a smile on your face or something.
Correct.
And you have done just that. Someone who's going to watch this video with a heavy heart is going to leave this video with a light heart. I believe that.
Absolutely.
Thank
If that
you.
happens, that's not me. It's the
Definitely
divine. It's
would.
the divine. All glories to God, and thank you so much. I'm humbled and I'm grateful.
Thank you so much,
Thank
doctor.
you, thank you.
We will definitely have you again.
Yes.
And thank you so much once more.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm sure you had a wonderful, enlightening episode with our wonderful happy doctor, Dr. Karthika, and we will definitely have her again. Please leave your comments, what you want to know more, everything that you want to say to this doctor and me. Go ahead. You can stream us in many platforms: Spotify, TikTok, YouTube. And till I see you again, take care. Bye-bye.